Hi, my name is Kelsey Kinnear and I'm a dietitian from Boone Hospital Center. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about making quinoa black bean burgers. So I like this recipe because it's very simple. It uses ingredients that you most likely have in the pantry or on hand for a weeknight meal. So start with a can of beans that I strained and somewhat, try to get the reduced sodium version with anything canned. You're wanting to smash them, but not necessarily like all the way. Like, it's okay if they're not fully smashed. You can totally use a fork for this too. I'm just using a potato masher. The next ingredient is breadcrumbs. So with breadcrumbs, get all that off. I don't always have breadcrumbs on hand, so oftentimes I'll take like the heel of a bread that no one in my house likes to eat, throw it in the freezer, and then whenever I need breadcrumbs, just pulse it in the food processor. So, and you can just freeze them already pulsed up too. And then I have about a fourth or less of a bell pepper. I use red. They have the most vitamin C. And then a little bit of onion, so 2 tablespoons of onion. And then the hardest part about this recipe is just making sure you have some cooked quinoa on hand. I like to cook it in a bigger batch, and then you can actually freeze it just like you can freeze cooked rice. But instead, or you can just have like a bigger batch and use some later in the week for like a stir fry or something like that. And then an egg. So this recipe is vegetarian, not vegan, because of the egg. And then besides that, I have a few spices. So ½ teaspoon of salt. And then I have some hot sauce and cumin. A little bit of hot sauce there. And then cumin. So I'm just gonna kind of scoop this out. It's 1½ teaspoon, so I'll do about half of this. Super precise. Okay. And yeah, so you can use your hands if you want, but I just kind of stir it up, and that's the mixture. And you can refrigerate this if you want. It's a little easier to handle if it's colder. Otherwise, just go ahead and make them into balls. And heat up your pan, and I'll show you that part next. So with this mixture, I do about ½ cup servings, and I start by putting a little bit of oil in the pan. This pan is super non-stick, so you don't need very much. And I go ahead and get it pretty hot, medium heat, medium high, and just plop it in there. And then I use my spoon or my hand or whatever to just kind of shape it into what I want it to look like. These don't stay together perfectly, which I don't know if you've made many black bean burgers, but it seems like they most of the time don't. But the flavor is really good. And if nothing else, if you kind of fail with keeping it together, you can always have crumbles served over a salad, or today I'm gonna serve it with some toast and avocado, and yeah, it doesn't have to look perfect, but usually cook it about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, and that's it. So after about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, you can take it out. I like serving it on a piece of toast with some smashed avocado. As you can see, it doesn't always stay together, but you can just cut an avocado, smash it on there, and it's really yummy. So this is how I love to eat it. But hope you guys try it. Maybe you've never done anything vegetarian before, but it's pretty simple, and hopefully, it's an easy weeknight meal.